Good evening, everybody. We are Wednesday, June 3rd. We are going to do this live Tesla, Bitcoin, gold, silver, Ethereum. We are going to take a look at all of that. We are going to take a look at the VIX, the stock indices, to see what happened today in the stock market. You know, we had a little bit of a move down. So let's analyze this a little further. So Tesla closed at 423.70. Well, pretty much even. We are up. We are down 4 cents compared to yesterday. In terms of the post market, we are down by almost $1. So let's take a look at the chart right here. So Tesla chart is still. We are still into this bullish channel. You know, nothing has changed. We are still trending up. So yes. Again, I'm going to repeat it. Within a bullish channel, we still have moves down. Yeah, we have them. But it does not mean that it won't recover. So far, we can only assume that what's happening right now is just a temporary move down and we are going to recover. We should assume this. This is what a trend is. Might not happen, might not be true. Don't tell me, oh yeah, you said it was going to continue, and it did not. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The people that know, that seem to know, are lucky. But there are principles that we can base our decisions on. And those principles are most of the time true. Not always, most of the time. It's a game of probabilities. That's it. It's a game of probabilities. So, yeah. So, right now, so far, Tesla stock is respecting this. You know, you see this? It's stopping and it's reversing on the same line. Cannot make this up. Reversing here, reversed here. And right now we are pretty much at that point. So reversing, 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 reversing on the same line. Isn't that weird? Yes, it is weird. It's weird, but we can use that to our advantage. So buyers of Tesla stock are willing to pay higher and higher all the time. Why? We don't need to know why. They are willing to pay a higher price for a Tesla stock all the time. Based on this bullish channel. Yes, here they were not willing to buy that much, but when the price came down here, the buyers came back. And then when the price came down here, the buyers here paid higher than these, and higher than these. So as a whole, this is going higher. If you look at one specific day, you could say, well, no, it went down for one day compared to the next. But if you are looking at the trend, the overall trend, it's still going higher. And it's still respecting this. Respecting. It's still respecting the line. There. So right now, yeah, Tesla had a pullback recently. You know, went to up to 452. Here it went up to 450, 445. So yes, this is decreasing at the same time. It's increasing at the same time and it's decreasing at the same time. So at some point, something is gonna be bound to happen. Are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? Yeah. Okay. I was going to say it should do this. It should do this. It should. Will it? I don't know, but it should. So this is a nice opportunity right now. You have a nice opportunity to buy Tesla at a local low. This was high, and it might be higher in the future. So this is a local low. It's not the lowest low. It's a local low. It's a low from that region right here. This is the region. This is a low. Well, the region is really here. This is the low for that region. So if you're looking to get into Tesla, this is the time to get in now. If you're dollar cost averaging into Tesla, this is your time now. If you dollar cost average here, it's perfect. You are dollar cost averaging on the local lows. better than dollar cost averaging when it's going down, because then you are buying high, 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 high. Hopefully it's going to come back up, but you are buying high. Here you are buying into the trend. It's going up, you are buying into it. So this is the best part. So yeah, so right now we don't have momentum yet. The move down that we had recently is not convincing our indicators that we are really going to bounce. So this is one piece of information that we always take a look at. And the second piece of information that we like to see is that we like to see the stock breaking a pattern. So I just went to the 1 hour chart to find a smaller pattern, because sometimes the pattern are too big on the daily chart, so that by the time we see them, the stock has gone up by 10%. So going on the 1 hour chart, what kind of a pattern would indicate that Tesla really wants to go higher? Well, we are into this congestion zone right here going sideways. So if we break this, this is going to be some sign, some indication that maybe things are going to go higher. And if at the same time we get stochastic over 60, then there's a few clues that would indicate to us that we want to go higher. So this is a way to, you can buy right now without any of these clues and just say, well, I'm gonna try and it might work. And it's at least it's a decent strategy. If you are just a little bit more concerned, then you need to wait for other proofs. So breaking this, breaking 426.47 is one type of proof. Having stochastic over 60 is another proof. So you collect the amount of proof that you need, and you get in, and you put the stop loss outside. So if you buy right now, you put a stop loss, I would put it 409. That's it. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. So how has the rest of the market fared compared to Tesla? So VIX is the fear factor of the stock market. So the VIX still quite low at 16. The lower the VIX, the better. If the VIX starts to go higher, even though it's low, but it starts to go high, then it's not as good as a low VIX that stays low, or a low VIX that continues to go lower. So we had a bit of a move up today, but overall, it's still pretty flat, and it's still pretty low at 16. So nothing's wrong with here in the stock market. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. So Dow Jones down by 1.21%. This one was a bit overextended. We still have a good momentum on it, so it might just be just a pullback. Might just be just a pullback. It was a little bit overextended because you see it here. This is the bullish channel. We came outside of it. So when things go outside of it, it's a little bit more iffy. It should do something like this, but here it got overexcited. It did this. Sometimes it happens and it stays like this, and it's going to continue. But most of the time it's getting ahead of itself. SPX still has a good momentum on this one, still moving up, and we have the move down right here, and this seems to pretty much align, but now it's kind of breaking this bullish channel. You see it here. So we have maybe 2 touches here, a third touch, but now it's kind of failing that support. So buyers that should be here are no longer there. So there's a little bit of a concern, but we should have some other buyers at 75.17 right here on that horizontal support. We should be having some buyers there. So we'll see if they show up. If they don't show up, then maybe it's the time to say goodbye, and maybe this is going to go lower to 7,300. Let's take a look at QQQ. This one, you see a little bit of a red, but this one is still into its bullish channel, quite strong. Still has a very good momentum. Nasdaq also, look at this bullish channel. We are still into it, still above the green line. The green line is the support line. Russell, so Russell is the small caps stock index. So this one, the small caps are caving in a bit. They're caving in a little bit. Let's take a look at gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. And first, let's take a look at those bonds. Okay, bonds, just a bit of a move up. I don't know if this is what scared the market, but that's not too bad. We are outside of this bullish channel, so it's no longer trending up. It's no longer trending up, so this tends to be a good news. Sorry, oil climbing back, but outside the back inside the bullish channel right here, bullish channel. We are back inside of it, but this is pretty much like Tesla stock. We have the highs that are getting lower, and the lows are getting higher. So somebody's gonna have to win. This one, if the highs are winning, we are going to continue. And if the lows are winning, we are going to continue. So we'll see. Nobody knows. But we know where are the milestones. We know the milestones, and this is the milestone, and this is the milestone. So we'll know that if it does this, it means it's going higher. So we don't know when, we don't know if, but as it happens in the present, while we are looking at it, we'll know. We'll know what to do. So, okay. Let me take a look at let's take a look at gold. Gold, doing nothing. Still trending down. We are a bit outside of this bullish channel, so this is a double resistance that we are seeing right now, but still trending down. I'm gonna clear a few things up to make it clearer, but we are trending down. You see it here? Can even remove this. So you see this is trending down, but buyers used to come in at 32 bucks. This is Sprott Physical Gold Trust. It's behaving the same way as gold. So buyers used to come in at 32.71 right here. Push the stock up. And so far they are still holding. In fact, they held a bit higher at 33.30. They have held here. So we'll see if this is going to work. If it works, we should be doing something like this. So you can buy here, put a stop loss there, and hope for the best, or you can wait for more proofs. A break of this downward here resistance. So that would be some proofs for you. So gold, I said my piece. You do what you want. This is not financial advice. This is pattern advice. With Bitcoin, silver, we are just going sideways. Buyers are supposed to show up at 23 bucks. They showed up in the past here. Are they going to show up here? Maybe, maybe not. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Oh boy, look at this. So Bitcoin buyers were supposed to show up at 65 to 80. 65 to 80. They've been showing up a lot. Showing up. Now, if we see it here, they have not showed up today. Maybe tomorrow, one candle. We can sometimes have one candle that goes a bit too far and then it recovers. But it would have been better if we had a bounce. This is not a bounce on that line. It's going through it. So this is not as good. This is not as much. This is not as good a news. Then let's take a look at Ethereum. Oh, Ethereum, look at that. The same thing. Went through the support yesterday, 1895. And now we have some support. This is what I call the buyers, you know, the buyer's floor. 1744. This is the next buyer's floor. If we break that, then further move down. This is a milestone. We put our stakes in the ground, and this is what buyers are doing themselves. They are, you know, at this price I'm gonna buy, at this price I'm gonna buy, at this price I'm gonna sell. This is how they do this, and we don't need to send them a survey. They are telling us. We are watching their behavior. We are watching them. They are telling us right here what is happening. So we just have to watch and listen what the market is deciding. Because we know with this chart here that nobody paid $2,000. Nobody could get a Bitcoin for $2,000 on April 21st. We know that they had to pay $2,300 because no sellers were wanting to partake with their Bitcoin at $1,900 on April 21st. This is what we know. You know, this is really interesting information. And no sellers could sell it. No sellers on that same day could sell a Bitcoin at 2,500. If they had to sell it, they had to sell it at 2,300. So this is happening in real time. This is market data. Market data. This is fantastic. So yeah, let me just check the last thing here. The last thing that we are going to check is the economic calendar. If we got some economic news that were scheduled to come today. So yeah, Wednesday right here, ISM services PMI forecast was 53. We are at 54. So ISM, so basically strongest gain in the services sector in 3 months with faster growth seen for business activity, new orders and inventories. Voilà. So, you know, in terms of the economy, things are doing pretty well. So this is the number we got today. We have some other pieces of data that are going to come to this week and also next week. Next week we have core inflation data that is going to come. So yeah, that's it. That's it for me today. If you want 5 videos of this and you need to become a member, click join on my channel and you can join. This is just my camera doing its thing. HubSpot camera just shuts off when it wants to, but I'm still here. So yeah, so if you want 5 videos a week, you can become a member. We also have a Discord server where we are discussing stocks. More often than once a day like we are doing here. So I'm going to wish you a great evening. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow. If you are a member, I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.